You gotta go back to the same.
No, that's not.
I'll make sure YouTube went up. You gotta go back to the same.
No, that's not.
I'll make sure YouTube went up.
This is gonna mess up.
No, they muted it because they're done all that talking. And it's live.
Yeah. We have 28 phone numbers. They get together.
Now we good? Rich? Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. It is April 27th, 21, about 9:02, 9:03. And it's regular meeting, Liberty County Commissioners Court. We do have a quorum established. Let the record show that Mr. Karbowski and Mr. Arthur are here. Commissioners, precinct 1 and 2, Commissioner Wilson, precinct 4, and Commissioner Whitmire are on Zoom with us today. Fire Marshal Bill Hunter Mueller is here with us, also Assistant County Attorney Kathy McCarthy, County Attorney Matthew Poston, County Auditor Dwayne Gott, and County Sheriff Bobby Rader. That's all I show on Zoom that are going to be with us there. So we do have this before the court. If everyone would rise, we'll have the pledges first. They see the pledges.
Please face the American flag. I
pledge
pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please face the Texas flag.
On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
And if y'all would join me in your invocation. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for each and every day that you allow us to get up, put our feet on the ground, and sit there for a minute and say thank you for your blessings and for your grace. Because of you, this is why we're here. Lord, we know that each and every day there's things to think about, to live justly, to show grace, to show mercy. Lord, also to walk humbly. And these are things that we should think about each and every day. And Lord, I hope we do. Today, as we move through this meeting, Lord, give us the wisdom that we need to make the right decisions because it affects so many people. Give us the strength to look at the issues before us. I know sometimes we're going to make mistakes, but Lord, you're always with us to make sure that we try not to. So thank you for each wonderful blessing, for your grace and for your love. Lord, please watch over our folks in our county and our state and these great United States. Lord, watch over our first responders, our men and women in service to our country. And Lord, help us to get on the right track. We have a golden opportunity. That's not just here, that's nationwide. Again, thank you for each and every one of your many, many blessings. We ask these in Jesus' most precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Well, we do have a proclamation today. declaring May the Affordable Housing Month in Liberty County. And I see some of our folks from the Housing Authority. So if y'all want to come up, we'll have a proclamation. Hey, Doris, I haven't seen you in a year.
Well, since you're on 2 year buildings, just
I know, this I just don't get to. Well, this is, as y'all know, we have the Liberty County Housing Authority. Now, the way this works is the Commissioners Court, we're responsible for placing persons on the board for the Housing Authority. But y'all pretty much work pretty much separate otherwise. I'm gonna give the folks just a little insight, Clint, so they'll understand exactly how this works.
Sure. The Liberty County Housing Authority is a subsection of Commissioners Court. Commissioners appoint for 2-year terms to the Housing Authority. The Housing Authority Board of Commissioners has staff that work for them and provide the services to citizens of Liberty County. We have Dolores Moore, Executive Director. We have our grant writer. I'm going blank. It's Angela Ungles. I'm terrible with names right now. Mary Berry, and this is Ryan Daniel. I just know his name. You have Emily Cook.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Clint.
with a K.
Okay. We have a great staff. They manage almost 300 tenants on the Section 8 voucher program. We have a budget of about $1.4 million. We're trying to diversify and do other services for citizens of Liberty County. They work tirelessly in all their efforts. They have been working on senior citizens in particular by building small senior citizens homes. We have a great group of folks. We have a very diverse board. It is a majority made up of females on the Board of Commissioners, and we see our great staff here. We enjoy working for the folks of Liberty County, providing affordable homes. That's not just low income housing. An affordable home is a freshman teacher coming out of Texas A&M. She won't be able to buy, or he won't be able to buy a home for less than $250,000. That's not an affordable home. And our job is to work with housing policy to make all homes affordable for different folks in Liberty County.
We're talking starter homes.
Starter homes.
$169,900. There you go.
It is too expensive.
Yes, yeah. Well, I can remember.
I think a 2x4 is $9 now, protest.
Don't be surprised if she applied.
Yeah.
Although you can ask Commissioner Wilson about she applied, we'll tell you real quick, it's pretty high. But anyway, today, proclamation promoting the month of May as Affordable and Fair Housing Month for Liberty County. And whereas the Liberty County Housing Authority, which is the authority, is a public housing authority organized and existing under the laws of the state of Texas for Liberty County. And whereas the authority's purpose is to further the availability of decent, safe, affordable housing within its jurisdiction to all persons of varying income. And whereas the authority and Liberty County Commissioners Court, in their dedication to first and foremost help citizens of Liberty County, strives to help them obtain the goal of home ownership, the choice of home location, and the assistance of housing programs all over Liberty County, all for Liberty County citizens. Now therefore be proclaimed by the Liberty County Commissioners Court that the County Commissioners Court strongly supports programs represented by and through the Liberty County Housing Authority for better housing and for Liberty County citizens. And that number 2, the County Commissioners Court strongly supports adequate affordable homes for first-time home buyers and home buyers moving towards better homes for all Liberty County citizens. And 3, for the month of May, Liberty County will focus on housing and projected housing stock issues for all citizens of Liberty County. And, be it known right now that we don't have enough homes.
Correct.
We don't. So, you look at it, it's a seller's market. Okay?
It is very much so.
That's not the way the apple cart should be riding right now. As more people move here and look for homes, it drives the price up. And then again, I'm not even gonna get off into the camp, we'll just leave that alone. But I do have a meeting with them this afternoon.
Good.
Well, it's our annual meeting, it's our budget time, so anyway. But just wait, this time next year, we'll see what it looks like. Maybe we'll have more homes. I mean, well, more developments come in. I know the River Ranch group is coming in. There's some stuff we're gonna look at today. I know Dayton, I looked at 3 different developments there just in Dayton property last week. And it's moving that direction. So the Grand Parkway is what, 2023, David?
Well, it must have changed it. They were saying tires on the pavement late 2022.
2022. I'm gonna go ahead and go with 23. That's okay.
23.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. That's Aggie years, come on. All right. But if you've gone out there to look at it lately,
It looks like it looks like they're just ready to put the pavement over.
Yeah, but when that happens, it's gonna be kind of like the foot race is on, so get ready. So thank you for your efforts, appreciate you.
Just them. It's Eric and it's
Yeah.
Miss Ungles and Dolores over there. That's the real work.
Thank you so much. And Dolores, I'm glad we stole you from Ricky Brown. I do. Especially when Ricky, don't take that wrong.
agree with you.
All right. Thank you all so much. Appreciate the things you do. And just let us know that it's smooth riding at the moment. So let's keep it riding that way. All right. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
You betcha. We do this, y'all.
Yeah, I will get, all right. Y'all got some pictures, if we can get a copy of them.
Yeah, I'll send you one.
The group picture.
Let's do a group picture.
Look here.
Okay, I'll hold that over there. All right.
Hey, Dolores, who's Sarah here?
Yeah, get on over there.
Over there. Go ahead. Sit on with them.
Here's Dolores. Yeah.
You get a little me. Paparazzi.
Good.
All
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Send that later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do all that work.
Come on in, friend.
Is there any public comment today? Anybody? Nobody. Okay. There being none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. And everyone's got the opportunity to read over that. Are there any questions or concerns
Or additions.
or additions?
Good. That so the bills will be paid, Victor staff. It says 8,600. If you look at the invoices, actually $8,680.
$8,680.
Yeah, 8,680.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, you got a motion from Bruce. Second from Greg to accept. Approve the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's move on to the regular agenda. Number 1, Commissioner Karbowski, you have an item on here. Consider and approve Precinct 1 Commissioner Karbowski to begin working on Walters Road in Ames, Texas. That's part of your interlocal agreement, correct?
In accordance with their interlocal agreements,
Okay.
I have the minutes of city council approving. We are now waiting on a $5,500 check from the city of Ames, which is their part and materials. We will do the labor. If approved by Commissioner's Court.
Okay, got a motion from Greg to approve.
Okay.
Second from Leon to approve. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you. Gentleman number 2, Coffin Precinct 3, Mark Mad Dog Davis. Consider and approve hiring Maritza Alexander as the school resource officer for Hardin ISD.
a motion to approve.
I'll second it, but were they gonna, there was been some talk about moving that to the sheriff's office, was that done?
I'm not familiar with that.
So I guess, all right, I'll second it.
Okay. Motion Bruce. Second Greg to approve. All in favor say aye. Likewise nays. That motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Number 3, Harold, we got a bunch of things here for you today. Come on up and visit with us. Number 3 is consider and approve, sign first amendment to CMAR contract for construction of the sheriff's office JP3 Annex, which provides the amount of $500 per day for liquidated damages. Now, this is just standard
Yeah,
procedure for contracts.
for 3 and 4, that's part of the 8680 of the short, for bigger staff. Denise Cheney with bigger staff is acting on our behalf as our attorney.
Right.
Stephanie and Kenny Burns, architect, are involved in it. This is basically trying to finalize the contract between, you approve the contract. This is an amendment to the contract with White Construction.
Right.
And it's mostly Denise Cheney is acting on our behalf on the next 2.
Okay. Move to approve. Okay, got a motion, Greg, to approve. Looking for a second.
Second.
Second from Leon. All in favor say aye. Likewise nays. That motion carries unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 4, also with Mr. First engagement, Mr. C. Consider, approve, and sign the second amendment to the CMAR contract for construction of Sheriff's Office JP3 Annex, which provides that shall deductibles arise for certain insurance claims, the CMAR may be reimbursed only if funds are remaining in the CMAR's cost savings or contingency. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, basically the same as the last one.
Yeah.
Denise Cheney's, yeah.
All right. Any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Bruce, second from Greg to approve. All in favor say aye. Likewise nays. The motion carries unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, the line marker folks are here with a whole bunch of approved bids on delinquent tax properties. Bid number 1.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Why don't you come on up here and see?
Yes, sir.
You can take your mask off, sir, but I'll hear you better.
I didn't mean to interrupt the meeting, Your Honor, and esteemed board, commissioners.
Yes.
Come
Come on a little bit closer so I can see you on the
I
screen.
don't know if I want them to see me. Flip their screens off on me.
Introduce
Really
yourself.
bad guy.
Introduce yourself. Everybody know who you are.
Yes, hello, everyone. My name is Derek Mendoza. I'm here speaking on behalf of the Weinberger Law Firm. Today, I just wanted to come before you just to request that 2 of the bids be pulled from your consideration this morning. Essentially, we found some additional information just yesterday. And before we submit them to you for your approval, we'd like to do some additional research. And those bids are number 4, property identification number 2628986, excuse me, so that's 26286. And number 5, property identification number 12439. If we can request those be pulled today, however, all the other bids are perfect for your consideration this morning. We greatly appreciate that.
Thank you for coming in.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
For approval with the 2 deletions that he mentioned.
Second.
There you go. Motion, Greg, to accept. Second, Bruce, to approve all of the tax property bids with the exception of 4 and 5. Those are pulled. All in
4
favor?
and 5 or 2 and 5?
4 and 5.
4 and 5. All right. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. I see none. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 6, pretrial services. Ms. Fairchild, see you back there today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on up and visit with us. We like to get you on camera. It's always a whole lot better.
You're so kind, sir.
This is consider and approve installing 2 new drops in the pretrial service office for phone lines, existing fax line. I know your business has picked up, especially since COVID, and you're playing catch up.
We are,
Yeah.
we're trying. We're trying. That it's pretty self-explanatory. We just need an extra phone line. Our fax line is there. We just need it activated actually. So it's what they told us to do for.
A question that I always ask, the funding is coming from,
General fund is what I'm assuming is,
Well,
sure, there's not a problem, but Dwayne,
non-departmental.
Dwayne's one who told us to put it on.
Okay.
Report. Right.
make a motion to approve. Need to know where the money's coming from.
Got a motion, Bruce, second from Leon to approve. And, all in favor, say aye. Boy, you're not getting any arguments today. Hey, one quick question. I know that, trials have been on hold for a long time. Are we still looking at June, maybe to start those up?
I believe so. I've heard. That's what it appears.
Well, I keep hearing a little bit different story. We're trying to get everything geared up to help y'all, so.
It appears that way. There may be a trial with May, but it won't be a local criminal case.
Yeah.
There'll be a civil commitment case, but it appears that June is our go.
June is like the goal for the whole state.
We are so excited.
I know.
We were.
I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but I'm just trying to get it figured out, because there's a whole lot of moving parts that go with it. And, these guys will know, these are inquiring minds. Okay. June is the day, okay, all right.
Allegedly.
Thank you for that clarification. Number 7, Richard Brown. Richard, you there with us today?
No.
Don't see him. Okay, but this is considered and approved overpay refund in the amount of $2,948.43 for account 29856, customer Harris Rebar, New Fab, and an overpay refund in the amount of $3,783.56 for account number 47941. The customer is CoreLogic Tax Service. Y'all have any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion Bruce, second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, Days, looks like that is unanimous. Again, thank you, Joe. Number 8, I guess I get to be Richard Brown today. Consider and approve the redemption of counterfeit bills in the amount of $10 paid to the Cleveland office on 3/12/21, and the amount of $50 paid to the Cleveland office on 4/7/21. Geez, we've got a little problem up there with counterfeit bills. Is that it?
Well, it's all over the county, but they need to report them to us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's the court's pleasure?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion Bruce, second Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Hurry Miller, Fire Marshal, consider and approve hiring Jesse McGraw as part-time Fire Marshal Inspector. Position is already in the 2021 budget. And that is part-time, correct, Bill?
Yeah, that's correct, Judge.
What's the court's pleasure?
Make a motion we approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Leon, second from Bruce to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you. Number 10, from our county treasurer, Ms. Harris, consider and approve the elected rate of 17.52% for the 2022 TCDRS employer contribution rate. And I don't see Kim on here.
Oh, no, sir. I'm Lacey Jones. I'm actually representing Kim.
Oh, come on up, Lacey. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll sneak in. Basically, this is the same rate that we've been at this past year. The required rate is 16.34% for the coming up year.
Mhm.
But we just recommend staying with that elected rate of 17.52.
Okay.
So everything would just stay the same.
We like that.
No changes.
No changes, all right.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion, Bruce, second Greg, to adopt this rate at 17.52%, 2022. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Number 11, Commissioner Karbowski's neck of the woods, consider and approve the purchase of CP56B vibratory compactor. It's an 84-inch pad foot roller. Mustang Cat through Sourcewell contract number 032119-CAT in the amount of $178,340.12. And
Dwayne and I are still working on the financing of this, but I would like commissioners to approve this. Our compactor now is 30-something years old. I'm in the middle of road building, so as long as Dwayne and I can come to an understanding on the finances, I will try to get this.
Dwayne, you got any input?
We're supposed to meet this afternoon and try to sort everything out on it. That's fine.
It's fine with you?
Make the motion, we approve.
Got a motion, Leon, to approve. Second, Greg. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Ms. Chambers, we get to next one, number 12.
My goodness, I forgot I was on the agenda.
Yeah, consider approving 2 intern positions. Now, you do this every summer.
We do this every summer. We are frantically trying to get data into computers. And this summer, we're going to work on the commissioner's court documents. You guys have seen me working up here on this computer. We've got new software. We've been a test site for it. They've been adding functionality as we've gone along. We actually go into production on this summer, and they are going to backfill the information into the system so that it's easier to search and find information out of commissioners' minutes. I'm going to go as far back as I can, with them, however much I can get done this summer, but there was money budgeted for this to pay for these guys. I just increased their pay a little bit. They didn't use it all last year, so.
Just to help folks out, basically.
Yeah, help us out. These are college students, hardworking college students, and they do a good job, but they're going to be sitting around all summer, mainly commissioners' minutes and then some additional probate documents that need to get into the computer system.
That would also help. What you would be able to do is just type in a search word or some word that says this, and it goes like there's 15 or 20 hits on this one word you can pick out from that. That would make it a lot easier than what we've been doing.
You'll be able to click on a date on the calendar, pull up the minutes, look at the documents related to a particular line item, and it'll be real nice. So
Good deal.
it's looking really good.
I hope y'all will approve this.
I'm going to approve.
Got a motion from Greg,
Second.
second from Bruce to approve. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. Thank you, gentlemen. It's unanimous. 13, consider and approve the reappointment of Emily Cook to Liberty County Housing Authority Board for a 2-year term. And I would ask you to approve this as well.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion from Bruce, second Greg. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion is unanimous as well. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 14, consider and approve the appointment of Lisa Smesney to the Liberty County Housing Authority Board for a 2-year term. And she is replacing one of the members that just is finishing her term and decided not to re-up. Is that correct, Cliff?
Yes, Elaine Campbell out in Cleveland.
Elaine? Yeah. Okay. What's the court's pleasure? Move to approve. Okay.
Second.
Got a motion, Greg, second, Leon to approve. And I know this message, she will All in favor, say aye. Likewise, the motion carries unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 15, boy, here we're gonna have a few for you here today. Is consider to approve the outstanding invoices for CDW-G for various departments, which are listed in the packet. And of course,
Let me tell you a little bit about this, so you know why we're doing this. Okay, in our purchasing department, smaller counties have what's called a decentralized, which means that we issue our purchase orders, try to make sure everybody's ordering the best price they can. But departments still basically do most of their own ordering. If you go to a larger county that's centralized, they have buyers on there, and the buyers work with the departments to make sure we get these quotes and do a lot of the purchasing for them. As we get bigger, we'll probably end up having to go that way. But this is a good example of the way we do computer equipment now. Is Nick the department has to contact him. He comes and looks. He's trying to standardize everything, so he's telling them what they need. He gets a quote from the CDWG, which is the co-op that we use. And once he gets a quote, he sends it to Terry in the purchasing office, and she issues a purchase order. But the invoices, unfortunately, go directly to departments. Well, some departments get them, some don't. Evidently, they come to 1923 Sam Houston to the post office. You know, they're looking through the envelope. They may just say Liberty County, so they're trying to guess where it goes. So sometimes they get passed around. Well, they contacted us about a week and a half ago and said, you know, y'all basically cut off because y'all owed $35,000. So I started looking into that, and when you see the list of all the ones that have not been paid, I have them up here. Every one of them has a purchase order. They're all okay. They just have not ever been turned in or entered into the system to be paid by the department. So I want y'all approve that. We look to make sure none of these have been paid in the system. I'll send them over to the auditor's office and let them check that and make sure that that's right. So I'm pretty sure it is. But in the future, we've already contacted CDW. We're going to try to go centralize on certain things. They're going to send all the invoices straight to the purchasing office. We'll send it out to the department to sign and send back, and we'll enter to be paid. So this won't happen again. We have the same problem on copiers. I'm chasing copiers all the time that they said these haven't been paid because it's been sent to the department. They never put them in to be paid. So we're going to do that on that. Now, you know, all the larger stuff, the bids, raw materials, all that we're involved in, and we do. But now we're going to try to start looking as much as we can with 3 people to look at the smaller things and try to make this more efficient. And it also helps the auditors office out because they're not having to chase stuff in the different departments to get approved. All right. So if y'all approve this, and we can get caught up on them, and I don't think we'll have that problem in the future.
okay. Make a motion to approve. Second. Motion from Bruce, second Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
All right, guys. Yeah, we can do that back when the Daryl's here, we make sure we approve it.
When we voted, of course, it's Judge Morefield, Judge Kane, and myself, when we voted to approve this department, this is the direction we were heading in at that time. That's been what, 4 years ago, or 5? 5, yeah. And just as we grow, we do see the necessity, so we will be heading that direction.
Yeah. Well, you know, the last court had 15 things on court for that, 10.
It just,
lots of stuff going on.
it is.
Aren't we going to be changing the way we do things if the population exceeds 100,000?
125,000 usually was the threshold, and I don't think we're going to be there this year. The census numbers are out, but they have not been cut yet. They're cut. You asked me about this yesterday. It's just for the state as a total number. They have started cutting down to county numbers and city numbers. So hopefully that was as of about 45 minutes ago. So we'll be looking. Anyway, number 16. I didn't mean to get off. Visit there for a second, but number 16, consider approve awarding bid number 21-07 for 3 dump trucks for Road and Bridge 1 and 2.
Okay, 2 of the commissioners doing here found some really good deals on some used dump trucks. I mean, really good deals, but we couldn't just go out and purchase them for the price. So we advertised. We had a bid package specifications. I think I put on there had to be 2018 or newer, 40,000 or less miles, and the only bid received back was from the one that they talked to, is Wingfield Construction.
Okay.
And there's 3 of them, they're all 2019 Ford F-750s. Very, very low mileage on all of them, and their bid was $55,000 for each for the 3.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from Leon to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I ain't gonna feel it right here.
I wonder what it was. Motion carries. Number 17, from Mr. Poston, consider and approve standard interlocal agreement between the city of Hardin and Precinct 2 Road and Bridge, where in the county and the city agree to exchange mutual promises to enter into subsequent agreements when projects of mutual interest are identified. This our standard interlocal agreement, blanket coverage. Matthew?
That's right. It's just the standard interlocal, just asked it to be approved.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. Motion from Bruce, second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nay. Motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 18, boy, Harold, don't even sit down now. We got you for a while. Number 18 is consider and approve terminating service with Progressive Waste Services. And we have to do this termination 30 days in advance, correct?
Yeah, and it's on May 31st, so it really needs to be sent this week, certified mail. But let me say, our original contract 5 years ago was with Progressive Waste. We bid it out, they won the bid. I think about 2 years into it, maybe 2.5 years, they sold part of their business that included our contract to Republic Services. And we used for probably 2.5 years at least, maybe 3. So, it's been 5 years. It's time for us to go see what else is out there. So we right now, they've already approved them. We have RFPs and bids out for doing what we do now, just providing the compactors and their haul fees for hauling it off. And then we have an RFP for operation and management of our transfer stations, just to see what that would cost. And we can make a decision. Those will be in the 1st of May. And we'll have it on the agenda sometime in May. But you can go ahead and send this out, but it really goes to the public services.
Okay.
Which I think we sent you over the person who it needs to go to, Jay Rayburn, but I'll check.
And if we don't cancel this, it automatically renews.
Yes, for a year. Yeah.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. Motion from Bruce, second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Likewise, nays. And motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 19, consider and approve addition of asset 4649/2006 for expedition from juvenile to the next online auction.
Yeah, Stephanie's already got the auction. I think it's starting this week, and y'all have already approved some things that are on there. This was left off. It's that old car that we just replaced, the juvenile. So she put it on here so she can add it into the auction.
2006, I'm sure is wore out. Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion, Bruce, to approve. Second. Second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carried unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 20, consider approving and sign agreements provided by Burns Architecture with Reba Christner Consultants in the estimated total amount of $66,713 for the new sheriff's office and JP3 Annex construction materials observation and testing services. Fees for this service, which were included in the conceptual budget amount and are not associated with the Cmar contract with White Construction. We need a name of funding source for this. Harold, you want to walk us through this real quick?
Yeah, I think we're okay on the funding source. It's going to come out of the COs.
Okay.
The last part, to be more clear, is it's included in the CO money, but it's not included in White Construction's contract. This is basically our boxes guarding the in-house. They're checking the materials before they start the building.
Right.
I had y'all table this last time because I had some questions on it, but I'm going back and looking. Y'all approved this engineering firm. Y'all approved them back in July of last year for this. And then now that we're getting started, here's a quote on what it takes. So they've already been approved. We're just approving the amount, basically.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion, Bruce to approve, second from Leon. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. Motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 21, Commissioner Korbowski has considered and approved County Road 1051 Bridge Resurfacing Project. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, normally I depend on TxDOT on my bridge inspections. TxDOT, because of COVID, did not inspect bridges last year to my knowledge. This bridge here, I have received $100,000 from Enterprise to use this road. This bridge definitely is in question. I'm requesting to hire LJA to inspect the bridge and then consulting on resurfacing if need be this bridge.
But you do have the money in hand.
Yes, we have money in Enterprise money to pay for this project.
Any questions? Leon, David, y'all have any questions on that?
No.
Okay. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion from Leon. Second. Second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 22, permits inspections. Dave, we've got consider and approved request for final plat for Denton Estates, Section 3. And this is up in Precinct 3.
In David Whitmire's
Right.
precinct, it's off of 321 along County Road 301.
Okay.
And this is the third section. The developer is actually Tour 18. That group, this is the same group that did Encino Estates.
Yeah.
They're a good subdivider. Their Section 3 has got 9 lots. And most of these lots are running from 2 to 5 acres. Very nice homes. If you haven't been down in there, take a drive because you'll be real pleased with what you see. Now, we do require all of these homes, or we have asked them to put their finished floor elevation at 2 feet above the center line of the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a little additional insurance
Right.
Against flooding in that area.
We might add too that before we ever started this development process with these gentlemen, that we met with the school superintendent
Yes.
as well. He was completely informed of what the end product would look like, and especially with the 5-acre tracts. So everyone is on the same page. We know what we're getting, and the restrictions are quite well.
These are not starter homes.
No.
Yeah,
So
no, they're not.
it's a nice subdivision. It's a good developer. We got off to a little bit of a rocky start with these folks about 4 years ago, but they've turned out to be one of our better developers.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I make the motion we approve.
Okay. Motion from Leon. Second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen.
and this is the final plat.
Final plat. All right, so you need signatures today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Y'all got that? David and Leon need signatures on these plats.
We'll be calling.
All right. Number 23, from County Attorney Matthew Poston, consider and approve non-terminal agency agreements between Liberty County Sheriff's Office and Liberty County Constable Precinct 6. Jackie, you want to help us on this one?
These are agreements that are required by the state for the sheriff's department to enter into with any agency that receives CJIS information. It's more or less required by law. Ask that y'all would approve.
Make the motion we approve.
Second.
Motion from Leon, second from Bruce to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 24. Matthew, don't go away yet. Okay. Consider and approve a non-terminal agency agreement between Liberty County Sheriff's Office and Liberty County District Attorney's Office. This is
Same thing. Yeah, just different agency.
if you have anything you need to add to it, or you good.
So it's required by law, so.
Make a motion to approve. Motion. Second from Leon to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion does carry unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen.
Number 25, Harold? Maybe next time we can put all yours just in, segments, that way you just keep the
Spread around.
Yeah, I know.
This is for Bruce. You want to-
This is two pickups, we're replacing at precinct 1, they're from the Ford dealer, we're gonna go out for bids on those, and, I do have the financing for those.
And you talked with me that, previously about you're gonna recycle your old trucks, maybe with.
I was gonna discuss that with Dwayne, yes,
Okay.
on whether I could do that, recycle the old ones for maintenance department.
Okay. 95. What's the court's pleasure?
Make the motion we approve.
Got a motion from Leon,
Second.
second from Mr. Whitmire.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yeah. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Likewise, thanks. That motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Anything else for the court? Doesn't look like it.
No motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion from, Chris to adjourn. A good and loud motion, a second from Leon. Favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, thanks. That motion carries. We are adjourned.
See you later. Short street. Yeah, that was.
Seriously, come on, we are getting back.